Good morning, students. Yeah, say your prayer. Yeah, thank you. நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Okay, students. So take your social science book. Yeah, take page number 162. Yeah. So today we will discuss about the major crops cultivated in India. Okay, so previously we have discussed about the types of soil and irrigation, then multi-purpose project, then the agriculture. So first determinants of agriculture, then types of farming. Yeah. So in today's class we will discuss about the major crops. Yeah. So there are 4 major crops: food crop, cash crop, plantation crop, then horticulture crops. Yeah. In today's class we will discuss about the food crops cultivated in India. So the major food crops that were cultivated in India. Okay, va? So in our previous class we have discussed about the types of farming. Okay, so first the determinants of agriculture, then various agriculture method practiced in India. So what are they? Yeah, subsistence farming, shifting agriculture, intensive farming, dry farming, mixed farming, then terrace farming. So subsistence farming. Yeah. So here the farmers grow crops with the help of their family members and consumes the entire farm producer with little surplus to sell in the market. Yeah, so the farmers cultivate crops for their own need. Then second, shifting agriculture. So this was practiced by the tribal people. Yeah, so what they do means, so they clear the trees in the forest by burning and cutting the trunks and branches of the trees, and they cultivate crops. Yeah, so if the soil fertility get reduced, means they leave that place and move to another place. Yeah, that is shifting agriculture. Then intensive farming. So here they used modern methods. Yeah, so with low area of land, they try to produce maximum quantity. Yeah, so they produce maximum yield. So intensive farming means, so by using modern technology. Then dry farming, so which was practiced in arid region, that is where irrigation facility is needed. That is where water availability is low. So there they practice such type of farming. Mixed farming means, so it includes crop production, they raise livestock, poultry, fishes, beekeeping, etc. Then terrace farming, so it was practiced in hilly regions. Okay, so these are the types of farming method so practiced in India, so which we have discussed. Okay, so today's class we will discuss about the major crops cultivated in India. So before entering into the class, that is before discussing the major crops, so first to know about the cropping season in India. Yeah, so the cropping season in India and also the major crops cultivated during the cropping season both in North India and in South India. Yeah, so the cropping seasons. So the cropping seasons of India were Kharif season, Rabi season, then Zaid season. Okay, so the cropping season of India was divided into Kharif, Rabi and Zaid season. Yeah, so the month of Kharif season is from June to September. Yeah, so that means, so they begin the cultivation process in the month of June and they begin the harvesting process in September. Yeah, so Kharif season, so June to September. Next, Rabi season, so the month is from October to March. Yeah, then Zaid season, so the month is between April to June. Yeah, so in Kharif season, so the crops cultivated in northern states were rice, cotton, bajra, maize, jowar and tar. And in the southern states, so they cultivated rice, ragi, maize, jowar and groundnut. Then Rabi season, so October to March. So the cropping season is October to March. Here, in this season, so the northern states cultivate wheat, gram, rapeseeds, mustard, barley. And in southern side, so South India, so they cultivate rice, maize, ragi, groundnut and jowar. Okay, then finally the third season, Zaid season, so that is April to June. So here the northern states cultivate vegetables, fruits and fodder. And in South India, so they cultivate rice, vegetables and fodder. Yeah, so there are 3 cropping seasons in India. So they were Kharif season, Rabi season and Zaid season. Yeah, so Kharif season is month from June to September. Then Rabi season, so October to March. Zaid season, April to June. Okay, and also the crops cultivated in North India and South India during these seasons. Okay, So the major crops of India are divided into four major categories. So the major crops, so cultivated in India, were divided into four major categories. So they were food crops, cash crop, plantation crop, and horticulture crops. So food crops. So what are the food crops? Yeah, rice, wheat, maize, millets, pulses, etc. Then cash crop. So what are the cash crops? Yeah, sugarcane, tobacco, cotton, jute, oil seeds, etc. Then plantation crops. So what are the plantation crops? Yeah, tea, coffee, rubber. Horticulture crops means fruits, flowers, and vegetables. Yeah. In today's class, we will discuss about the food crops first. Okay, ma? So first, food crops. So due to its large population, Indian agriculture is largely dominated by the food crops. So because of huge population, so more than 130 crores population is there in India. Yeah. So because of such a population, Indian agriculture is dominated by the food crops. Yeah. So what are the major food crops cultivated in India? Yeah, rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, barley, and pulses. Yeah. So the food crops so cultivated in India were rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, barley, and pulses. So first, rice. So the major food crop in India. Rice is an indigenous crop. So indigenous means native crop. So rice is an native crop. India is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. So rice. India is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. It is mainly a tropical crop. So rice is a tropical crop. So growing mainly with a mean temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of 150 centimeter. So rice is an indigenous crop and India is the second largest producer of rice. So rice is a tropical crop. That is, it was cultivated mainly in the tropical region. So tropical region means, so in the earth about the equator. So equator above 23.5 degree, below 23.5 degree. So Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn line crosses no. So rice is cultivated in this region only. So that's why it was called as tropical crop. So growing mainly with a mean temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of 150 centimeter. Then the deep fertile clayey or loamy soils are suited for rice cultivation. So for rice cultivation, so we need a fertile clayey or loamy soil. And also it need abundant supply of cheap labor. So rice cultivation needed cheap labor. But they required in large number. So for cultivation and also for harvesting. So rice needed cheap labors. So abundant supply of cheap labor. So due to increased use of high yielding variety seeds such as CR than 205, AR than 306, CRR 451, etc., many of the indigenous varieties were disappeared. So nowadays, so farmers prefer to use modern high yielding varieties of seeds. So that the indigenous, so native varieties of seeds were disappeared. Okay, so rice is an indigenous crop. So India is the second largest producer of rice in the world. So rice is mainly grown in the tropical countries, so which need a temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of 150 centimeter. Rice grow well in deep fertile clayey or loamy soil, and rice cultivation needs abundant supply of cheap labor. So because of the increased use of high yielding varieties of seeds, so many native varieties of rice were disappeared. So rice in India is sown in three ways. So rice cultivation. So rice in India is sown in three ways. So first, broadcasting. So just they sow the seeds in the field. Then second one, ploughing or drilling. So they used mechanical instruments, so like tiller, tractor, so for cultivation. Then third one, transplanting, so which you know well, so common method practiced in Tamil Nadu. So rice in India is sown in three ways. So broadcasting, ploughing or drilling. Third one, transplanting. Okay, so these are the methods of sown of rice. So rice in India is sown in three ways. So first, broadcasting, ploughing or drilling. Then third one, transplanting. So in 2016, the first 10 leading rice producing states are West Bengal. So West Bengal is the first rice producing state in India. Why West Bengal the leading rice producing state? Because the presence of alluvial soil. So West Bengal, so the Gangetic plain. So the Gangetic delta is located in West Bengal. So because of such delta, West Bengal leads in rice production. So if you see the physical map of India, so the Ganga River drains into Bay of Bengal in Bangladesh, and also it had its tributaries in West Bengal. So that's why West Bengal is the leading state. So followed by Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Assam and Haryana. Okay, so in 2016, the first 10 leading rice producing states are West Bengal. So West Bengal is first in India. Then Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Assam and Haryana. Okay. The next important food crop, wheat. So apart from rice, so wheat is also an important food crop in India. So wheat is the second most important food crop of the country after rice. It accounts for 22% of the total area and 34% of the total production of food grains in the country. Okay, so the major food crop is rice. Next to rice is wheat. So it accounts for 22% of the total area. So the total cultivable area, so wheat was cultivated in 22% and 34% of the total production of food grains in the country. So among the food grain production, wheat occupies 34%. So it requires 10 to 15 degrees Celsius at the time of sowing and 20 to 25 degrees Celsius at the time of ripening of grains. So wheat requires a climate of 10 to 15 degrees Celsius at the time of sowing the seeds, and at the time of ripening of grains, it requires a temperature of 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. So over 85% of the India's wheat production comes from 5 states, especially in North India. So wheat cultivation is dominant in North India, but paddy cultivation can be seen both in North India and South India. So the leading states of wheat production in India were Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So apart from these regions, the black soil tract of Deccan covering the parts of Maharashtra and Gujarat also contribute to a major wood production. So apart from the 5 states, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat also contribute to a major wheat production. Okay. Then the third important food crop of our country, jowar. So we have discussed about rice and wheat. So rice, since the second largest producer of rice, then wheat, so the second most important crop of India. So paddy cultivation. So which is the leading state? West Bengal. Then if you take wheat, so the leading wheat cultivation states were first one Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. Then jowar. So jowar is the third important food crop of our country. It is an indigenous plant of Africa. So jowar is an indigenous plant of Africa. That is the native plant of Africa. So it come from Africa. So jowar means in Tamil, cholam. So jowar, so cholam. In Tamil we say cholam. So the plant has a tendency to grow in adverse climatic condition. So jowar, it has a tendency to grow in adverse climatic condition. Its grains are rich in carbohydrate, protein, minerals and vitamins. So the grains of jowar were rich in carbohydrate, protein, minerals and vitamins. Hence it provides cheap food to the large section of the poor population. So jowar, since its grains are rich in carbohydrates, proteins, minerals and vitamins, it provides cheap food to the large section of the poor population. It is also used as fodder in many parts of the country. So jowar is used as a fodder. So that is food for cattle in many parts of the country. So jowar is essentially a crop of the peninsular India. During dry season, so we used to grow jowar only. So for our cattle, so we are cultivating jowar now. So jowar is a essential crop of the peninsular India. Maharashtra, Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh so are the leading producers of jowar. So Maharashtra, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh are the leading producers of jowar. So jowar is the third important food crop of our country. So it is an indigenous plant of Africa. So it has a tendency to grow in adverse climatic condition. Yeah. Then it grains are rich in carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. So that's why it provides cheap food to the large section of poor population. And also jowar is used as a fodder in many parts of the country. So it is a crop of the peninsular India. So important crop in peninsular India. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh are the leading producers of jowar. Yeah. What are the food crops we have discussed? Yeah, rice, wheat, and jowar. Then can you tell me the cropping seasons in India? So the three cropping seasons. Yeah, Kharif season, Rabi season, then Zaid season. Okay, very good. So the month of Kharif season was June to September. Then Zaid season, April to June. Then Rabi season, October to March. So very good. So next Bajra. So Bajra is also an indigenous plant of Africa. So Bajra is also a native plant of Africa. That is Bajra. So Bajra means in Tamil, Kambu. So jowar means cholam. So Bajra means Kambu. So this forms the stable food for poor people. So this also a stable food for poor people. Its stalks are used as fodder for cattle and for thatching purpose. So thatching means so Bajra. So stalks are used for fodder for cattle and for thatching purpose. So thatching means covering a roof with straw or similar material. Okay, so covering the roof of a building with paddy straw or any other plant straw. So for covering. Okay, so thatching means nothing but. So we are using the coconut and palm leaf for thatching the roof. No, like that. So some area they used the stalk of Bajra. So Bajra is a crop of dry region. So Bajra is a crop of dry region. Rajasthan is the largest producer of Bajra. So Bajra is a dry region. So Bajra is a crop grown in dry region. So Rajasthan is the largest producer of Bajra, followed by Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. So Rajasthan, so the largest producer of Bajra, because Rajasthan is a desert region, so dry region. So naturally Bajra grow well in this state. So followed by Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. The next important food crop cultivated in India was barley. So barley, it is like wheat. It similarly look like wheat, but is different from wheat. It is a cereal. So barley is one of the important cereals of our country. Besides being poor man's diet, it is used for making barley water, beer, and whiskey. So barley, so apart from being poor man's diet, it is used for making barley water and also for production of alcohols, so like beer and whiskey. So Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh are the two leading producers of barley. So barley, so Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh are the two leading producers of barley. Okay, so we have discussed about rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, and barley. So in these food crops, which one is the native plant of Africa? Jowar and bajra. Okay, so jowar. So which is the leading state of jowar cultivation? Maharashtra, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh. Then bajra. So which is the leading state? Rajasthan. Then barley. So again Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. So leading producers of barley. Then the last one in food crop. So pulses. So pulses include a large number of crops which are mostly leguminous and are rich in vegetable protein. So leguminous plant. So that is, these plants root have some nodules, so which helps in fixing atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, so pulses include a large number of crops which are most leguminous and are rich in vegetable protein. They are used as human food and feeding cattle. So pulses, they are used as human food and feeding cattle. So they fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil and hence are usually rotated with other crops. So pulses, so they help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen in the soil and hence they are usually rotated with other crops. So they are cultivated with other crops. India is the largest producer of pulses. So pulses includes a large number of crops. So pulses means not only a single crop, it includes a large number of crops. So variety of pulses, so which we use in our home for cooking purpose. So green gram, Bengal gram, etc. Okay, so They are rich in vegetable protein. So pulses are rich in vegetable protein. They are used as human food and feeding cattle. And also they help in fixing atmospheric nitrogen in the soil and hence are usually rotated with other crops. So India is the largest producer of pulses in world. Okay students, in today's class we have discussed about the major crops, so especially the food crops. Okay, so what are the food crops cultivated in India? Yeah, rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, barley and pulses. Okay, so we have discussed about the states, so the leading state of every food crop. Okay, so if you have any doubt in this topic, so please contact me. Yeah, so today's textbook, so take page number 162. Yeah, read that food crop, rice and wheat fully as your textbook reading. Then homework. So take page number 169. Yeah, see the third question. Bring out the characteristics of intensive and plantation farming. So page number 161. So plantation farming and intensive farming. So plantation farming means nothing but it includes terrace farming. So plantation crops are cultivated in terrace region only. Okay, so plantation farming, then terrace farming. So page number 161, that is the C, intensive farming, then F, terrace farming. So read that question and write it in your homework note. Okay, okay students, so in tomorrow's class we will discuss about the remaining 3 types of crop: cash crop, plantation crop and horticulture crop. So thank you, have a nice day.